Welcome back, Trailblazers, and today we are going to be doing something that I haven't actually done before. We are going to be going over the 2.5, update notes, whatever, teasers, whatever you would like to call them, because I was streaming on my Twitch, twitch.tv/one more pull, by the way, and one of my viewers decided to tell me that we have a very special banner coming at 2.5, and so I thought it was really interesting, and so that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to very quickly go over it, and it is being picked up. Great. So 2.5 is coming out, and we obviously get to see Feixiao. Feixiao, that's how you pronounce her name. So in 2.5, we will be getting Feixiao, which we got to see a little bit in the last main story, I think. It's a main story, I just don't know what you would call it. And she is a Wind Hunt character, where the story is, I'm not going to read the story in case if you wish to read it. But combat roles, she is a DPS character, which makes a lot of sense. Unleashes ultimate via flying Arius, which I guess would be this thing, like she's riding on a dragon of some sort. The team can accumulate fly RC stacks when attacking. Additionally, after a party delivers an attack, Feixiao can launch a follow-up attack on the targets as well. So, from what I understand, and we'll get to gameplay and stuff in a minute, she has a similar mechanic to Lightning Lord, where Arius will come in and he'll do some damage, basically the same thing as Lightning Lord, but she also has a follow-up attack that she can trigger various means. We have another 5-star, Lingxia, who is a 5-star abundance character, and she's a healer. She's abundance. She summons an incense beast to aid her party. The incense beast will trigger follow-up attacks when attacking and destroy the entire party's HP, while also dispelling debuffs. Additionally, Lingxia can also increase the break damage and enemies sustain. Firefly might really like this character, and the ability to debuff is just really powerful in general, but also being able to increase break effect and heal at the same time is pretty good. She seems really strong. And this is a 4-star. This is Moats. He is a 4-star electric hunt. He is Feixiao's one of the two that go with her. And he's a hunt, so he's going to be made DPS, or maybe even a sub DPS. That can mark an enemy as prey and cause his party to deal supplemental damage on prey enemies when attacking. Additionally, Moes can also deliver follow-up attacks after his party attacks the prey multiple times. It's a little interesting how a lot of these characters care about follow-up attacks on top of doing other things. So, like, she'll heal, she'll increase break, she has her own little Lightning Lord built in, and she'll do follow-ups, which increase the stacks of Lightning Lord. And then you have Moes, who will just keep going and attacking every time that the prey is hit. So if you're fighting a big boss like Fantalia or something, and she doesn't have the little flowers, that could be really good to just keep getting damage on her, especially if you have Silverwolf and you can apply electric weakness to all the people that you would be fighting. He can cause break really fast. Pair him with Ruin Mei, or you could even pair him with Lingxia, and you've got a really nasty, really high break, high DPS character. But moving on to light cones, we have Feixiao's light cone. I don't know if it's going to tell me any specifics on what it does. It will not, but just here are the art. I really like Feixiao. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip her because we'll get to that in just a second, but there's a big reason why, although I really do like her. I think that she fixes the hunt's problem really well. But anyway, we also don't fully know what she does, so keep in mind that she could come out and some things could quite possibly change. Okay, so here's the main reason why I wanted to make this video. The event warps. So obviously we have phase 1, which is Feixiao. And then we have these three. So the really interesting thing about this next banner is they will be releasing a 3 5-star banner, which means that you can get Kafka, Black Swan, or Robin in one banner. You will get to choose the character that you want, and then you can obviously pull for that character. Your pity will swap, so if I choose Robin and I don't get her in like 40 pulls, I can go over and I can pick Black Swan, and then I still have that 40 pity from Robin carrying over. So this is absolutely big, especially since Kafka and Black Swan go really well together. If you've been saving up your Stellar Jades, you can get them here. I really want Robin, so I'm obviously going to pull on Robin, and like, this banner's huge. I don't know if they're going to keep doing this outside of it, but this is a huge step in the right direction as we're getting more characters. It allows for the newer players to have more of an option and more of a spread in characters that they can get. But moving on, I believe this is going to be Phase 2. This is Phase 2. We have Linksha, who, I mean, we just talked about, paired with Topaz. Oh, okay. I'm learning new things too. So in the second phase, there is no 3 5-star banner. It is just Linksha and Topaz. So if you're going to be wishing, it's probably going to be on Phase 1. But, like I said, Linksha has the ability to be really strong, potentially. But I obviously don't look at leaks, so I'm not 100% certain, and things can change before they actually come to release. But, so yeah, the Phase 1 is going to be huge. This is why I'm making the video. This is really, really cool, being able to pick a 5-star and being able to go for them, and I really hope that they continue to do this in the future. But moving on to story, I don't think I'm going to cover this one because maybe some of you haven't done it, so I don't want to, like, bleed into any of that, but we can go over the events a little bit. So, you get 10 Trailblaze power, which in my opinion is huge. You get 150 of, I don't know what that thing is called, but it allows you to supplement missing materials that you may get. And you get 1,000 Stellar Jades, which, with the banner that we have coming up, is going to be really helpful. And then they obviously give you the Gift of Odyssey, which is a free 10 pulls if you log in every 3, 6, 7 day. If you log in for a week, you get a free 10 pulls. Then you get Luminary War Dance has begun as scheduled, so there we go, building up for the event. It looks like we get phone wallpaper, we're getting an Eidolon for somebody, we're getting talent materials, level up materials. I wonder who's... Oh, this might actually be for March. March's new path. So you have March's new path, Eidolon, maybe a phone wallpaper. I don't know what that is. It might be kind of similar to the event in Belobog where we got to pick a trotter to have. And then, you know, you have your relics, your Stellar Jades, your compasses, and the crafting for relics. And I don't know how long this is. Content and development not indicative of final product. So, yeah, so it's like a tournament style, I think. So from what I've seen on this, it reminds me a lot of the event with the Trotter from Belobog. So I think it's very similar to that, if not just that. So this one is going to probably be really, really fun. Festive Revelry. Again, is character ascension materials, talent materials, Lycone, character, mats, EXP, and the same thing. And then we have Planner Fissure, which is always nice. It allows us to have more drops for our artifacts, especially in Div Universe, because my luck sucks. I don't know about anyone else's, but my luck really sucks. So I really abuse that whenever it comes back. And then we have Realm of Storage. During this event, challenge Cavern of Corrosion to double rewards for artifacts. So we're basically just getting double artifacts across the board from the caverns and from Div Universe, which is super, super big. And so that is it for the events for 2.5. Gameplay modes. The Human Comedy update. What does this include? So we're getting new blessings, equations, weighted curios, and occurrences. The synchronicity level will be increased to 80 and corresponding. Okay, so we're getting a new planet, I guess, for Div, which is nice. Some new stable computing array challenges are added. Completing them will grant challenge awards. Very nice. Balance adjustments will be made, including for certain equations, curios, weighted curios, blessings. Please stay tuned for the official thing, which is great. I'm glad that they're balancing a few things. There were some fusions that were just kind of meh, but that's really good. I don't know if this is going to be anything new. Okay, that's new. That's also new. I unfortunately can't read whatever language that is, and they have chosen to blur out some things. So, so these are... Oh, there's a Hanu quest now. That's cool. I feel like we've done this. I feel like that was a little event where we got to do that. Now that it's going into Div, that's really fun. Environmental visuals. To prepare for the Luminary War Dance, the Xiangzhou Lafu has transformed a military battleship into the venue for the competition. So this is really cool. I don't know if this is something that's going to stay or if it's going to go away after the event. HSR is really good about letting these kind of event-specific things stay, especially if the event will linger on after, like, the limited time rewards, so that newer players coming in can actually participate in it. So I think that this is a permanent place, and it looks really cool. Sky Splitter, yeah, it looks really, really cool. So moving on to new enemies. So like I said, we get to fight Feixiao and the Borison. I mean, I kind of expected Borison, but I didn't know about Feixiao. So can we see her? Okay, yeah. So we get to see her. So there's her Arceus. I'm so bad with pronouncing. I apologize. Uh, and of course, when you fight the enemies, that looks sick. I have not seen that. That looks so cool. Oh, she looks so cool. I wish. Oh, and so it looks like she debuffs to an extent. Jeez. So it looks like you can hit the head, her, and the tail of the dragon. That looks so cool. But yeah, so it looks like they debuff. And then, okay, yep. Interesting. And so keep in mind, the attacks can vary if you're fighting bosses. Like, think of Kafka as a playable character versus Kafka as the Div Universe boss. Her stuff can vary, so I don't expect to be able to do that. In oh, that's a new talent material. I don't expect to be able to do some of that stuff as Feixiao, but that would be really cool. And then I don't know if they're gonna release anything for him. They have not. Update, new casual battle mode added to story battles, including a new pre-battle difficulty selection feature and the option to reselect the difficulty after a failed battle. Shield users can choose between casual mode and normal mode when facing formidable enemies. Okay, so it looks like the casual mode just makes it easier to fight. Everything just becomes lower level, I'm guessing. The internal peace guide survival index function is undergoing the following updates. Okay, so Crimson Calyxes, when you're searching for stuff specifically, you can organize them by path, which is really nice. Stagnant Shadows can now be ordered by update period, which is really nice in case if you need to do something that's going to refresh really soon, you can prioritize that. Planar Ornament, Extractions, and Caverns of Corrosion stages can be arranged around a character the Trailblazer wishes to level. That's nice. That's really, really nice. You can pick a character and it'll tell you specifically where to get their stuff, and it'll prioritize those mats. That's really handy. Ornaments such as Caverns of Corrosion will be placed at the top of the list. Okay, so you get to select the character and it'll tell you. I'm assuming it's going to use the built-in feature that we have for when we're selecting artifacts. It'll recommend like the top 3 and then you can pick one. I'm assuming it's going to be using that as a baseline. Trailblazers can tap the corresponding target's portrait, so any character that you can see here. Icon in the Survival Index tab to view what characters the materials involve, as well as what the relics are recommended for within characters. I think this is really cool. I think Hoyoverse across the board is trying to get rid of, well, not trying to get rid of, but trying to keep people inside of their game so they don't have to go out to outside sources to know like what builds to do, what mats to get, how to do this and that. Everything's in the game, and I really like that. So this is the Tuskpur, the little pet, I guess. Complete the Luminary War Dance event allows you to unlock the Tuskpur pet. After obtaining the pet, trailblazers can enter their inventory and summon their pet as a follower in the overworld. That's really cool. If they're going to do this, I wonder if we can get the Trotter from Bellabog to come with us too. That would be nice. Quick deploy. After the version 2.5 update, when Trailblazers challenge Forgotten Hall, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow, they can view the recommended lineups derived from the data of recently active players. The recommended lineup and friend cleared their lineup support. Can I derive data from recently active players? The recommended lineup and friend clearance lineup support the quick deploy function. Trailblazers can directly copy the corresponding clearance lineups to begin their challenges. Okay, so basically what this means is if I'm on your friends list and I clear like floor 12, you can look at my team, what bonuses I used, and you can copy my team and go with it if you have those characters, I'm guessing. That way you don't have to like do all of that yourself, and you can just you're immediately into the fight immediately. And see up at the top it says show whether I own the unit. So I guess maybe you might even be able to use your friends' characters. You don't even have to own the unit, but that would be really cool. Echo of War temporary early access. After 2.5 update, Trailblazers can preemptively obtain certain characters' high-level trace materials aside from newly added stages for the current version's Echoes of War. The Echo of War containing the current event warps limit of 5-star characters requires trace materials will be prematurely unlocked. So yeah, so if you get Feixiao and you're not that far in the story, it'll be temporarily unlocked so that you can upgrade your talent materials if you get to that point, I believe. Or it's just unlocking others for other characters like Moe's and things like that. So that's cool. And then I don't know if others. Oh, we're getting new artifact sets. Do I get to see what they do? Nope. Trailblazers can obtain the Lushaka and Sunken Seas and Wondrous Banana Amusement Park. Banan Amusement Park Planet Ornaments via Simulated Universe. Or Ornamental Extraction. So I don't actually get to see what they do. It looks like you're fighting a really cracked out version of the Swarm, which is scary. Firefly, I'm gonna need your help. Trailblazers successfully challenging new Stagnant Shadow stages. Stagnant Shadow Shape of Mecha Wolf, which is this one, and Stagnant Shadow Shape of Gloam, which is this one, can obtain the Lightning type character ascension materials, Nail of the Beast Coffin, and Wind type character ascension materials, a Glass of Besotted Error, respectively. So I guess this one will be used for Feixiao, and this one will be used for Moe's. I don't have any idea what Linksha's would be, but I'm also just guessing. And we get new artifacts. Trailblazers can join the Echo of War update after the version 2.5 update. Clearing the stages will let you obtain high-level trace materials such as Auspice, Silver, Cavern Relics, and Ashborn Blazing Duke Watchmaker, Master of Dream Machination, and blah blah blah. So you just get to obtain, the basic stuff that you usually get to obtain when you do the Echo of War. But this, I believe, is a new icon. I think. I could be wrong, but this looks new. And I think that's it for this. So, let me know if you all like me doing this, if, me doing these kinds of videos is helpful, or if, you can just look at it and you don't need me to tell you what's going on. But, if you do, thank you. And please let me know what character you're pulling for. This is, like, probably one of the most stacked updates you can get, because she's super hype. I really like her. Then you pick 3 different 5 stars, all of them which are really, really good and go really well together. And then the second banner, or this phase 2, you get a potentially S tier healer that does break and cleanses, plus Topaz, which, I mean, Topaz is just really, really good anyway. So yeah, you have a bunch of heavy hitters, heavy contenders in this update. But without any further ado, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you all in the next one. Bang, yes, haha. Hello, I am here. It is me, it is I. The guy that is starting to show up in your recommended feed more and more. Haha, woo.